area law enforcement officers come together this morning during National Police Week to honor fallen officers. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, this is National Police Week, a time to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice to keep our community safe. Today, the Scottsbluff Police Department hosted a memorial ceremony on the east lawn of the Public Safety Building. Today's ceremony included a presentation of the colors, a 21-gun salute, and a performance of taps. This year, more than 40 officers across the country have already died in the line of duty, and members from the Scottsbluff Police Department, Gering Police Department, Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Office, and the Nebraska State Patrol read off the names of each officer who has died this year, followed by a moment of silence. Police Chief Kevin Spencer said today's ceremony was all about honoring those men and women who put their lives on the line every day to protect their communities.
This is a sacred day as we honor those who have gone before us. We honor the memory of the men and women of law enforcement who have made the ultimate sacrifice to show our support and solidarity to their families who have been called upon to bear a special burden in hopes they will find comfort in peace. We so proclaim National Police Week 2019 and to honor the services and sacrifices of those law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty while protecting our communities and safeguarding our democracy.
This is the third year in a row now that the Scottsbluff Police Department has hosted the Fallen Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony. Well, a full week into the new speed limit on 27th Street outside of Scottsbluff High School, and authorities say it appears motorists are getting used to traveling 20 miles an hour. The city took the step along with the school district after one student was struck in a car versus pedestrian accident and another near miss along the street between Broadway and 5th Avenue. Police Captain Tony Straub tells KNEB News that the department has had a heavy presence in the area since the new speed limit took effect.
We've written 36 warning citations for speeding and 6 actual citations. We've had 36 calls for service up there in the last week, which are patrol requests. So an officer will check out in the area doing speed enforcement or watching the kids get across the street, making sure they're using the crosswalks. And we haven't had any real issues with that this week.
Straub says it may have been an abrupt change for motorists, but with a number of students and other pedestrians in the area, plus a 4-lane roadway, he believes the former 30-mile-an-hour speed limit was a recipe for disaster. He notes that the high school is the last school site to get the lower speed limit, as all others have had one due to the city's school speed limit ordinance. Well, coming up after the break, an interesting forecast for us today. Bill Boyer explains right after this on KNEB.TV News.
It is never too early to start planning for retirement, and working with an experienced financial advisor can put you on the right path.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, our team of financial advisors will work with you every step of the way to maximize your retirement income.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Rick Morehouse, financial advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation consultation.
Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
May is Beef Month, a time to celebrate the high-quality beef products that are raised by farmers and ranchers right here in Nebraska. With over 5 million cattle fed and marketed each year, Nebraska is the #1 cattle feeding state in the country. From steaks and roasts to ground beef and kebabs, Nebraska's beef producers take pride in raising safe, wholesome products that end up on dinner plates around the world. Join the beef community by celebrating Beef Month with your favorite beef meal tonight. Beef, it's what's for dinner in Nebraska.
Sponsored by Marker Ag and Roosevelt Public Power District.
How does Arby's sell the most euros in America? Having over 3,000 stores with this insane 2 for €6 deal certainly gives us a head start. Also, passion.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
We're looking at a pretty active weather forecast as we go through the evening hours. Isolated thunderstorms will be in the forecast tonight. Could see a strong storm or two. We could start to see some thunderstorms by tomorrow morning before they become more numerous and more likely in the afternoon hours. And tomorrow's a day to stay weather aware. Severe storm tonight, widespread severe weather tomorrow coming, especially just to our east. Cooler and wet extended forecast. In fact, we're looking pretty active most of next week and cooler as well. 86 yesterday after a morning low of 44. Another couple hundredths in the rain gauge here at the station. Officially a trace at the airport is all. So about 4/10 of an inch short of where we should be for the month. We're going to make up for that, I think, and then some over the next 7 to 10 days. Current temperatures right now, good Lord, 90 in Goodland, 88 in North Platte, 89 McCook and Hastings, 91 down in Hayes. It's warm there at 69 over in Laramie, not too bad. We've cooled off a little bit from our highs. Temperatures struggled in the northern portions of the Panhandle today with more clouds up there. We've had 70s and 80s now across most of our region, near 90 still in Ogallala. Winds are out of the east, a little stouter coming in here out of the east-northeast at times, up to 15 to 20 miles an hour. Well, let's look at the severe weather threats that we're talking about for tonight. First of all, this is the area that's under the gun for severe weather. This area in the light yellow shaded area, that is where we have a slight risk of severe thunderstorms. So mainly the northern Panhandle into Niobrara County and then into the central Sandhills. Threat of a tornado, not very high, can't rule one out. Large hail and high winds would be the primary severe weather threats, maybe up to golf ball size hail. And we really don't expect there to be much issue with flooding. Now tomorrow we slide that risk through the whole area, so all of our region here, as you can see, covered by that slight risk of severe weather for tomorrow. And tornado threat a little higher tomorrow. We may have to bump that up just a little bit. We could see around us some strong storms. Large hail, maybe golf ball to baseball size, not out of the question tomorrow. 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, and we could be dealing with some isolated flooding concerns. Again, primarily this enhanced area. I would be surprised to not see some of this area upgraded to a moderate risk of severe storms with our forecast tomorrow. But right now we're painting an enhanced risk of severe weather here across the Sandhills. And really the best threat, I think, is severe weather going to come from about Cheyenne right up through Valentine, that southern half. So kind of flip it from where the better threat is tonight. And I think tomorrow going to be a pretty active severe weather day, and one you're going to want to pay attention to. Let's take a look at our future cast then. As we roll through the evening hours, a couple of isolated storms. They should move off to the east. Otherwise, we're going to have just partly to mostly cloudy skies. Not much else going on other than a couple of thunderstorms. And again, those that do form, they're going to be high based on their own and capable of producing some hail and damaging winds. Ogallala tonight down to 55, Alliance at 51, Torrington at 53. Back to the forecast for tomorrow then. We have sunshine going to be not really evident at all. Lots of clouds out there. Then we set the stage tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. A round of strong to severe storms should push across the area. I think they're going to be early going into the afternoon and evening hours, and then continuing further to the east as we go later on in the night. Tomorrow's high temperature is really going to be tricky. Upper 50s to near 60 here in eastern Wyoming. Look at the low 50s. Lusk to Gordon, those areas maybe not getting above 52 degrees tomorrow. Yet Ogallala at 81. That tells you there's a lot happening in between, and we're right on that dicey line. A lot of ingredients tomorrow. We're going to have to watch a cold front that may actually retreat back north as a warm front during the afternoon. Where all that sets up tomorrow going to be highly dependent upon where the greatest severe weather threats are. Now, we have a couple of things I want to show you here in our precipitation forecast. This is really for tonight and tomorrow. We're expecting some decent amounts of rain, and most everybody going to get a little bit of rain. But watch what happens when we put this in motion and take this out through the middle portions of next week. Watch the rain pile up here across the area. This is total through next Thursday. So in the next 7 days, everybody here in the region at over an inch of moisture. Some areas approaching 2 inches to 2.5, especially as you go east into the Sandhills. And this particular forecast model putting out almost 5 inches of rain for Valentine. Again, that's just one forecast model. These numbers are going to change, but important to note, some widespread rain is coming. And it's going to be primarily in the form of rain Sunday night really, then all day Monday, Tuesday, and probably even into Wednesday and portions of Thursday. A couple of severe storms are possible tonight, low down around 53. Tomorrow's a weather day. Stay weather aware, widespread strong to severe thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon hours. 61 your high right now. It's really going to be dependent. We could swing 10, 12 degrees off that pretty easily for tomorrow, depending on what side of the frontal system we end up on. And then our 7-day forecast brings us strong to severe storms ending on Friday night. Saturday, just a scattered coverage of thunderstorms. Saturday certainly going to be our driest day of the extended. And then as we roll on out, look at Sunday night, rain starts. Monday, we could see a little late snow mix in at times. Can't rule that out Tuesday night either, as rain continues through the forecast. Best chances of rain really from Sunday night through Tuesday during the day. Still a decent chance of rain showers, especially starting up again with another little system late Wednesday, and then some more thunderstorms possible Thursday in the afternoon as we get a little bit warmer back into the 60s. But notice Monday and Tuesday, highs there struggle to get into the mid and upper 40s.
How does Arby's sell the most euros in America? Having over 3,000 stores with this insane 2 for €6 deal certainly gives us a head start. Also, passion.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
Next Gen Outfitters is your new local online source for hunting, shooting, and camping gear. With over a century of combined outdoor experience, we aspire to become the trusted supplier of all your outdoor gear needs. Next Gen Outfitters is where adventure begins and tradition continues. For the month of April, get $25 off orders of $100 or more. Go to nextgenof.com and use code NGKNEB. That's NEXGENOF.com.
KNEB presents country music rising star Dylan Scott.
I'm hooked on kissing.
Friday, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff. Presented by Allo Communications and Viera Wireless. Tickets are on sale now at the Midwest Theater box office, by phone at 632-4311 or at midwesttheater.com. Dylan Scott, August 16th at the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff with KNEB.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viera Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Welcome back. The Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry has announced that Jordan Colwell has been selected to participate in Leadership Nebraska Class 12. Colwell has been a registered nurse for the past 10 years, is the president of the board of the directors for the Riverside Discovery Center, is also the director of clinical services at Regional West Physicians Clinic, and formerly served as Scottsbluff City Councilman and Vice Mayor. Leadership Nebraska was founded back in 2006 to identify current and emerging leaders throughout the state, enhance their leadership skills, and deepen their knowledge of the challenges and opportunities facing Nebraska. Participants have been selected from different regions of the state and possess varied backgrounds and diverse talents. All candidates have demonstrated an abiding interest in Nebraska and its future. Well, Nebraska lawmakers have kicked off a debate on a proposal to legalize marijuana for medicinal purposes as activists push for a much broader ballot measure that would place the issue before voters next year. Supporters argued yesterday that the legislative bill is narrowly tailored, with restrictions on how much users can possess and a ban on the smoking of marijuana. Senators who oppose the measure say the drug is still illegal at the federal level and argue that its benefits and dangers have not been fully studied. Bill sponsor Senator Anna Weichert of Lincoln says that the bill is intended to address the concerns of many groups who raise concerns about it. Legalization supporters are circulating petitions to place the issue before voters on the November 2020 ballot, where it's likely to pass. And just across the state line in Wyoming, as the woman who stabbed a Torrington woman outside a bar back in December has pleaded guilty to amended charges to avoid trial. 35-year-old Amy Palamo and her brother Adam were both charged with one count of aggravated battery after both used a knife to stab victims outside of the Minch bar. However, this week in district court, Amy Palamo pleaded guilty to an amended charge of possession of a deadly weapon with unlawful intent. She faces up to 5 years in prison when she's sentenced on August 5th. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the First National Bank Sports Desk. Stick around. KNB.TV Sports will be back right after this.
We've been an ALLO customer from the beginning, 15 plus years.
Almost 15 years.
15 years now. They live here, they work here, they give back to our community. That's very important to us.
It's the difference of night and day between our old internet provider and ALLO.
Having that reliability and that speed is extremely important.
Nobody matches that speed. It was a game changer.
ALLO came to my site and helped me resolve an issue. At that point, I knew ALLO is the company that I wanted to stick with.
Come on down to the mixing bowl if you are craving something homemade just like Grandma used to make. From glace and garlic sausage on Mondays to cabbage burgers and butterball noodle soup on Thursdays, you can't go wrong. And with everything in the bakery case baked fresh daily, you can count on a tasty treat with your morning or afternoon coffee. Stop in from 1 to 3 during the week to get 15% off any coffee or pastry during our coffee happy hour. The Mixing Bowl on 10th Street in Gearing, bringing great food and great people together.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Season's winding down and season's in the early stages today for our Thursday update. We start with the Girls State Tennis Tournament, the championships in Lincoln for Class B schools, Gearing, Scottsbluff, and Alliance all attending there. A solid opening day for some of those players. Gearing's Zoe Smith won her first 2 matches at #1 singles. That ensures a Day 2 appearance for the top player for the Lady Bulldogs. Bobby Claflin also a first-round winner for Gearing. Scottsbluff got 2 through to the second round, 1 in singles and 1 in doubles. Bewley, a singles win, and then dropped the second match to end her championships. Full Day 1 results are posted at kneb.com. More state championships on the way tomorrow and Saturday. Track and field state meet at Burke Stadium in Omaha. The WNCC softball team had their season come to a close last night over at Volunteer Field. The Cougars dropped their best-of-3 district final series to Butler Community College, and they fall 2 wins short of a national tournament appearance. Butler got a run in the 7th to win Game 1 5-4, and then in the nightcap, the Cougars took the lead as the away team in the first inning, but Butler came right back at them with 4 runs in the bottom of the first and never trailed from that point forward. 8-5 the final as the Cougars wrap up their season at 35-20, and of course winners of the Region 9 tournament. That was last weekend. Butler now 42-6, and they're off to St. George, Utah. And we've got diamond action ourselves tonight here on KNEB.TV with the Wesco Zephyrs hosting the Alliance Spartans. The Z's coming off a big win over Douglas, Wyoming on Tuesday.
We did a really good job at the plate. We were really consistent at the plate. Scoring every single inning, that's what you're looking for as far as being able to get guys on, move them over, and we did a great job with runners in scoring position coming up with some quality at bats there.
Zephyrs enter at 2-2 on the year, and Coach offers up some thoughts on what he's seen early so far in the schedule.
I think some of us have been a little surprised with some of the power that we have, and that's been really good to see the guys that put in the work in the off season. And right now, obviously 4 games in, there's still a ton of work. We're not anywhere close to a finished product or what we think we can be at, but we're really excited about this group. There's a lot of guys who really enjoy being at the ballpark. They enjoy being around each other, and it's fun to coach.
As for Alliance, off a banner season a year ago, they went 38-6, and that included a trip to the Class B state tournament. The juniors game will start tonight first at around 5:45, and the seniors game they're hoping for first pitch at about 8 o'clock. Coverage tonight, KNEB.TV right here, and that includes Channel 15 on Allo Communications and Mobius Channel 1500. That's the latest today from the First National Bank Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back with a look at the community calendar right after this on KNEB.TV.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
What are you waiting for? A 6-year limited powertrain warranty? Savings on performance-matched implements? 0% APR financing for up to 5 years? Head down to your local Kubota dealer before September 30th and take advantage of this incredible offer on the BX Series, America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Kubota. This is what we do.
Come into Sandberg Implement, your local Kubota dealer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
May is Beef Month, a time to celebrate the high-quality beef products that are raised by farmers and ranchers right here in Nebraska. With over 5 million cattle fed and marketed each year, Nebraska is the #1 cattle feeding state in the country. From steaks and roasts to ground beef and kebabs, Nebraska's beef producers take pride in raising safe, wholesome products that end up on dinner plates around the world. Join the beef community by celebrating Beef Month with your favorite beef meal tonight. Beef, it's what's for dinner in Nebraska.
Sponsored by 21st Century Equipment and Platte Valley Companies.
I'm Marcy Meyer, Vice President at Platte Valley Bank with your Mortgage Mythbuster of the Week. Some people think that building a new house is difficult because construction loans are too complicated. The truth is, our lenders will work with you every step of the way to make your construction loan go to work for you. The mortgage lenders at Platte Valley Bank are here to help you find the right programs to fit your needs and your budget. Stop in today. No question is too big or too small.
And finally tonight, the Eagle Riders Motorcycle Club is once again running the Pony Express Ride. Every year, these motorcyclists collect letters of support for mental health programming, riding the old Pony Express route. Approximately a dozen Eagle Riders attended a kickoff carnival for the Pony Express Ride, hosted by the Sears House Wednesday evening. Local coordinator Holly Stevens told KDB News that she has watched the evolution of the event over the past 12 years.
It has evolved tremendously as far as getting the awareness out there, involving all the family orgs as well as all 6 regions in the state of Nebraska, and working with DHHS as well, and bringing all of those together so that we can take this information to the governor and to our legislature to bring the awareness there that we need significant more services for our state, for our children.
The riders are beginning their trek across Nebraska today and will be arriving to the state capitol around noontime on Saturday. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.